Hello everyone, welcome to a brand new video of mine on this channel, this fairly new channel, where I'm going to discuss an issue that I couldn't believe when I saw this news this morning. I could not believe it. I was in shock, and I'm sure all of you are going to be the same if you haven't heard about it already. But those of you that are familiar with Madeleine McCann and her disappearance all those years ago, will know exactly what's been going on up until now. They've searched and searched and searched and searched and searched, and they found nothing whatsoever. They've spent £11 million on this investigation already, and nothing. Well, turns out today, her parents, Gerry McCann and Kate McCann, his wife, are asking for more money, and the Met Police are asking the government to supply them with more money so they can continue the investigation. When is it that the truth, when is it that what's on everyone's minds, and I know it's on everyone's minds, when is that gonna be made public? When are the parents gonna be held accountable for this? When? I'm about to say what's on everyone's mind, right? And I know you watching, it's on your mind too. I know it's on everyone's minds, and yet the elite, the police, everyone in charge of this is trying to avoid this one point. I'm about to tell you what I believe, and I'm about to say what I know many others believe too. The parents are the sole reason why Madeleine is gone. The parents know what happened to Madeleine. That's what I believe. That's my opinion. From what I've seen, from what I've researched, from all the evidence that there is at the moment, it all points to one direction, and it points to the parents. It points to Kate and Gerry McCann. For me, they know what happened to Madeleine McCann, and they are hiding it. They have very powerful friends. Remember, these two are in very good positions. Okay, they're both doctors, and they have some very powerful friends, right? They've made money from this whole thing, from the moment Madeleine disappeared. And when I first heard about it, I remember I was quite small. When I first heard about it, and I saw Kate and Gerry come on TV and express their sorrow, express their worry, I believed them. I believed them completely. I mean, who the hell would lie about their kid, their own flesh and blood disappearing like that? You know, it wouldn't cross your mind. It would not cross your mind that someone would fabricate this sort of thing just for money or for... I mean, it's your own daughter, right? But then with time passes and all the evidence begins to come to the surface, to float to the surface. And it all points to one direction. Yet this point has not been investigated at all. No one is questioning the parents. No one. For one, even if they weren't responsible for what has happened to her, they're responsible for one thing, and that's 100% certain. Negligence. That's sure. Why have they not been done for negligence? We're talking about a human life here. And as parents, what they done that night is absolutely unforgivable. You do not just let everything out open and you go out to have a good time while you leave your daughter at home by herself. I mean, that's just ludicrous. Ridiculous parenting. Ridiculous. Even the worst parent in the world, I don't think would just... Yeah, you know what? I'm just going to leave my daughter at home by herself. I'm going to go have a pint. Who the hell does that? That's one. However, this goes beyond that. For me, that's not what happened. For me, that is not what happened. They didn't leave the door open and whatnot and she just disappeared. No, I don't buy that story one bit. When Portuguese police themselves say the McCanns are responsible, the McCanns have a cover-up going on, you have to start questioning things. The Portuguese police themselves. We have a Portuguese investigator, a Portuguese journalist that came and went to court and won. Yet the British media have not said a thing about it. They've kept everything under the carpet. Why? When when Kate McCann herself got questioned, she refused to answer, I think it was 40 questions. It was about 40. I'll double check, but go and check it for yourselves. I think it was about 40, but let's just say for sakes, it was 40 questions. She refused to answer 40 questions. Every single one she answered no comment. The McCanns are refusing to do a lie detector test. Why? A Cadavere dog smelt death in the house that Madeleine McCann disappeared in that night. When Portuguese police went with a whole team, forensics, and a dog, the dog picked up smell of death in that house. There were stains of blood discovered in that house. There were stains of blood discovered in the boot of the car that they were using. Why has that not been picked up by the British? I don't get it. The police here have not said a thing. The media here have not said a thing. And everything's been swept under the carpet. Yet when every time the McCanns come now and they release a new book, they do interviews, you think they're not being paid? They're making money from this. Lie detector experts, body language experts have all come out and come to the same conclusion with every single clip that there is of the McCanns coming on TV and expressing their side of the story. Every single lie detector or body language expert has said they're lying. They're lying. And they've established the signs of what's proving to be lie. They're showing, they're revealing what are the signs that are showing that they're lying. They've said it. Go and look it out for yourselves. I'm going to leave a few links in the description. Do go and check it out. From what I've seen, I'm going to leave a few links in the description as part of the evidence that I've seen that makes me come to this conclusion. For me, the McCanns, this is my opinion. And if I'm wrong, God's my witness and I'll be punished for it, right? But this is, I'm that certain. I am that certain that the McCanns should at least be investigated. But they're not being investigated because they have powerful friends. Remember, these are people with money. And these are people, you know, in powerful positions. And from what the evidence shows, these are people that have established a cover-up for themselves. And a very good one. No one buys their story anymore. No one. Go and talk to the normal man on the street and ask him about Kate and Gerry McCann. See what he tells you. He'll say exactly what I'm saying right now. He or she. The McCanns are lying. And the McCanns are responsible for what happened to Madeleine that night. I'm going to say that out in the open, and I'm going to sleep peacefully at night because my conscience is clear. I am sure the McCanns are behind the disappearance of Madeleine. Now, how it happened, I don't know. It could have been an accident. It could have been, I'm not saying they intentionally killed their daughter. I'm not saying that. But I'm saying maybe it got to that point. Something happened. She's ended up dead, possibly by accident. But what happens when you kill someone by accident? You still go down for manslaughter. So I feel what they have done is come up with all of this as a cover-up to just save themselves the spare time from jail. Just because they will go to jail. Even if it's manslaughter, they still will go to jail. But what have they done from this cover-up? They've avoided jail and they've made millions. Millions. They've released books. They've created a foundation, which all the money to this foundation goes to their pockets. Don't believe it's a charity. It goes straight to them. They've done multiple interviews. All TV stations from across the world. You don't think they're getting paid for that? Money, money, money. They've made tons of money from this. And it turns out they're looking to fill their pockets even more. By asking for more money from the government and asking the police to ask for more money too. I feel this money shouldn't go to them. Right? I think it tells you something. If the investigation is being done for this long and they haven't found a thing, I think it's all pointing to the parents, don't you think? If you can't find a thing and yet there's one thing that you haven't investigated yet and you're not going to investigate that, why the hell should we give you money? Taxpayer money. Why? If we're going to give you money, promise us one thing. Investigate the McCanns and we'll give you taxpayer money. 100%. I'm willing to fund this as long as the truth comes out. We as people want truth. And if taxpayer money is going to be used, we want it to be used to find the truth. And if there's one thing that hasn't been investigated yet, it's the parents. So if you're going to use our money, investigate the parents, and I will be more than happy to provide you with the money. 100%. But investigate them. Find the truth, because they know the truth. As far as I'm concerned, they know it. If not, don't waste the money. I'd rather give it to the victims of Grenfell. I'd rather give it to the people that are sleeping homelessly on the street. I'd rather give it to the people that actually need it, who are suffering from diseases and illnesses that have no cure. I would rather it go to them than a couple of millionaires. Let's face it. That's my view. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. I felt I had to say my word on this, because it's so obvious. It's so obvious now. The McCanns are behind it. That's my conclusion. It's sick and it's twisted, but for me, it's true. For me, it's just the truth. Let me know. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. And I'll see all of you very soon. Have a good one. Leave me your comments, as I said. Check out my social media, and I'll see you soon. Justice for Madeleine is definitely needed. I say it lies with the parents. What do you say?